Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grin and Guardian Show. I'm Sportcat. We have a great show lined up for you tonight. We have a great guest. Nothing real new to report this week. We're making some changes backstage you might see, so let us know if you notice anything or if you've got ideas for improvement. But let's right now go ahead. Chat's open, phone line's open, 1-888-88-YERGZ. That's 1-888-88-YERGZ on your phone pad. Compliments of Yerg's Radio at yergsradio.com, our number one fan and sponsor. Let's see who we got hiding backstage here. I have the one and only Andy. How are you, Andy?
All right. How about yourself?
Oh, it's just another day in paradise. Finally thinking of getting over this cold, so.
That's good.
Yeah, it's only hell cold. And let's see. Hey, there's Matt. How are you, Matt?
What's up, brother?
Yeah, all right. Well, our guest is hiding backstage, so let's go ahead and bring Joe out. Joe has got a bunch of good stories for us. He is a decorated Army veteran and, of course, a coin collector. So we're going to ask him tons of questions about everything. So, Joe, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell the world who you are.
Hey guys, I'm Joe. I am an Army veteran of Iraq. I served there 2008-2009 as an ammunition specialist, and came home and wrote a book about it, and just really used that as a healing tool to get through some of the mental things that I was going through over the years, and I'm hoping it might help other veterans or just other people that are struggling. So
Cool. We've been involved in so many conflicts over in the sandbox. Which one were you in?
I was in Operation Iraqi Freedom. I served there from 2008 to 2009.
Okay. Well, thank you for your service. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
It has to be tough coming back to that, or back from that, rather. The only opportunity I had to do anything even remotely close was I flew out a secret squirrel from Kandahar. So as a flight paramedic, that's the only thing I have that is even close, but that's not even anything near what you went through, I'm sure. So
well, it's still something, and it was important.
It was. The secret squirrel well, I think he did. Did you have any coins from your unit or anything while you were over there, or?
I have some coins from the 77th Sustainment Brigade. I actually gave my coins from Iraq. I gave them away to kids in the airport, and I've regretted it ever since. But I've become an avid collector since then, and I've amassed a pretty good amount of coins, and I do have some to show off today. So.
Cool. Well, welcome to our world. Because we have collected, we have given away. In fact, I don't know if I even talked about this last week. Did we talk about this, Matt? We've got our coin in for the show.
I think we did. Yeah, we talked about it. I don't think we had a physical copy of it, though.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, because we even got for the show. I should probably do a better job, but yeah, the eyes glow.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, you can thank Matt for that. He is my hero. He is my AI hero. He come up with a lot of it, and we are at a patch too. So, and like great. We like to give them away, and we're gonna have some contests and stuff. And then we came up with he has a little patch for us.
Yeah. I don't know if you just want to jump right into my coins or not, but I got one from the Oasis Chapel of Peace at Talil Air Base, Iraq. This is one that actually I kept. And it says, "To the glory of God," and it has a picture of Abraham's home at Ur. So I was near the ziggurat of Ur in Iraq, and that's, if I can figure out the camera, there we go. That's what it looks like on the front there.
Well, that's nice.
And on the back, it's got the Oasis of Peace on there. So
nice.
Yeah, those are, that's my first show for the day, I guess. We're doing coin show and tell, and I do love challenge coins, so.
Yeah, well, I think all of us do. I don't know how many I've got now at this point. I take the newest ones, they're on my desk, and I'm like, okay, I'll put them away, and then haven't ended up getting them put away yet.
I don't want to Now, let me be clear. General Petraeus didn't give this to me. I purchased it later on because I'm just kind of a coin nerd and I really wanted to collect a piece of history. So this is a General Petraeus's coin from multinational core Iraq. It's the pride of my collection, really.
Wow.
Wow.
I really enjoy that one. And on the back, it says Multinational Force Iraq Commanding General. So,
Ooh.
pretty cool.
That's
And,
awesome.
yeah. That's like the pride of my collection. So, that one's one of my favorites. So.
How many do you have, did you say? Do you
Who,
have a count? Joe, how many did you say you had? I'm sorry, I forgot already.
Oh, I don't have an exact number, to be honest with you. I wish I did. I was actually looking for more because I have a bunch from the American Legion from when I worked there, and I can't find those right now. So I'm just going straight military tonight. And there's a few coins that I got from Grandmasters of the Freemasons here in Washington. So I'll show you one of those too if you like.
Okay.
Here's my favorite one from the Freemasons of Washington. This is Warren Shobin, Grand Master, right here. And
cool.
every one of the Grand Lodge coins on the back, you get them at conventions and stuff. And on the back, it's got a portrait of the Grand Master for that year. So those are pretty cool. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's pretty high quality. That's nice.
Yeah. I'm trying to stack them up as I show them so I don't show the same one twice. Because I'll forget.
Yeah, well, it's easy to do. And so you've also written a book too. So don't forget to tell us about the book too before we get out of here. We got plenty of time, but I just don't forget.
Absolutely. So I wrote a book about my service in Iraq called The Broken Mirror of Memory, Iraq and Other Tales. I'll hold it up just so people know which version to get on Amazon because I do have a deluxe version, but it's a bit pricey. But this one is priced to move. I've actually priced it at I've priced it 25 cents just above cost of printing. So I'm only making a quarter off this book. I just really do want to share my story with you. And I'd be honored and thrilled if you checked it out on Amazon. It took me 15 years to write, and it goes through actually and is edited up to the point where I got awarded the Combat Action Badge just last week. From Congresswoman Marilyn Strickland because a bunch of guys in my unit from my unit leadership wrote letters, for me to the Army to get that. And that's from the May 17th, 2008 attack. We had 5 rockets come in. We had one hit 198 meters outside of our living area. I was ordered to go out and look for 3 missing soldiers, ran to the PX complex that was near our living area. Another rocket hit. And then I apparently ran over to the Restaurant 6 Pazzi site. It was an Italian restaurant. It was run by Italian nationals. And that place took a direct hit on the blast wall. It collapsed onto the building, took it out. Everything was on fire, things like that. And I only have 4 fragments of memory of that night, but the letters filled in what I did, and I still don't really have a good, clear picture in my head, but if 3 members of my unit leadership are saying, "Hey, this is what you did," and that's what I did. So, I guess the VA says I'm blocking a lot of it out. So, that's part of why I wrote the book, to try to get these memories out of me and onto paper.
Sure. Well, it's nowhere close, but being a firefighter, I know sometimes you kind of just kick the door in and hit the fire, and afterwards you don't really remember a lot of what happened. You're just operating on pure training, adrenaline, and instinct.
Yeah.
So I would guess that's what a lot of yours is. Of course, that was about a much more extended time frame, but wow, thank you. That's incredible.
And I was just looking for my friends, and I do it again. So,
I get it.
just, there's such a military civilian disconnect in this country. I read articles recently saying that the Iraq War is fading into the collective memory of the country, and that people are trying to put it behind them and no longer think about it. Well, the guys that were over there, The gals that were over there, they don't have that option, and that's another reason why I priced the book at 25 cents above cost, because I apparently have to make something. But I you know apparently Amazon won't let you do it at cost. But I wanted to get the story out there to as many people as possible to honor the fallen, because as we go throughout the show, I have a few other stories from Iraq that I can share with you, but I don't want to hog the whole show, and I'm happy to answer questions.
You are the show. You were here for that. Yeah, that's great. The PTSD and stuff kick in later, as I found out. So yeah, it sucks. There's no weird way. Nice way to say it. It sucks. It's less than great. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also think, to kind of rotate back to the challenge coins, we do these things not only as a hobby and relaxation, but with each coin comes a story, at least in my experience. Shaking hands with another fireman. Same with Andy or Matt with, I believe he's a chief, with getting them from his peers and coworkers. And so there's always a story behind them. And that's one of the things that attracted me to the challenge coin stories, is so that not only do you got, it's a memory, you know what I'm saying? It's a bond. Do you have that special feeling with some of yours?
Yes, I certainly do. I have a special feeling with this one. It's from the USO Metropolitan in New York City. And it's for honorable and dedicated service during Operation Iraqi Freedom, and during Freedom and Noble Eagle. They made it for the 77th Sustainment Brigade, because the 77th Sustainment Brigade was the only unit to lose soldiers in the World Trade Center attack. Camp Bucca in Iraq is named for a 77th Sustainment Brigade soldier that was killed in the World Trade Center. He was working as a firefighter, but he was also, an Army reservist with my brigade. I wasn't in that brigade at the time. I was still a young man, 14 years old. But I would join that brigade later, and was really proud to have been a part of that brigade. And I was really proud to get this coin. The back there has the Twin Towers on it, everything, and it's lest we forget. So this is one of the coins I'm most proud of, because it really sums up the entire reason for our war on terror. And I was proud to be in a unit that had served in all three basic attacks or campaigns. Our unit lost soldiers in 9/11. We fought in Iraq, and we fought in Afghanistan. Thankfully, I only got to go to Iraq. I didn't go to, I didn't get to go to Afghanistan, which I'm pretty happy about. So,
yeah, I can imagine. I'm proud of any coin that has the towers on it. There's a story, FDNY suffered the largest public safety loss during that day, and they graduated an academy that came out that wasn't even alive during 9/11, which is kind of a scary thought at our age, Yeah. And one of the questions came up: were they going to change the patch because it was old fashioned? And on the patch of FDNY, the Twin Towers are in it. And it was absolutely voted down by everybody. No, that would be a sign that the terrorists have won. The towers stay on our patch. Right. And so there is a lot of still emotion there, even though it is hard to believe that. I mean, there's a whole generation that's grown up that it's in their history book, So
yeah, it
sucks getting old.
Yeah, it's really something, now that it's been, God, it's been 24 years, hasn't it? Jeez.
Yeah.
There are people that can buy beer that don't remember it, and that's kind of scary. But I hope our country doesn't have to go through anything like that ever again. I really do. But yeah, I got some other cool coins to show you whenever you're ready. I've collected a few more. Yeah, I got this one from the 77th Regional Readiness Command, Liberty Warriors, and this is a Command Sergeant Major coin. So I'll flip it around for you here. You can take a look at that. That's the Command Sergeant Major's coin of the 77th. So, you know, a little known fact about the 77th, they're actually the battalion from the movie, the Lost Battalion. They were 77th soldiers. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So that's why I'm really proud of the Statue of Liberty patch. If I wasn't all dressed up and I just had a T-shirt on, I could show you my, you know, my tattoo. It's on the combat patch side. It's got the American flag all tattered up, and it's got the Statue of Liberty patch, just like this one, all you know, all sort of tore up. And yeah, I'm really proud of this patch, and I'm really proud of the history of, you know, the 77th Division that would later become the 77th Sustainment Brigade in the Army Reserve. So I'm really proud of that history, and just honored to be a part of it.
The sergeant major, the 3 up, 3 down, that's pretty much the guy that runs the unit, isn't it? Isn't he kind of like, I know he's a non-commissioned officer, but that's kind of like what we refer to in the department as the senior guy. He's the one you go to with stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, he is the senior non-commissioned officer in the unit. Yeah. And then let's see here. What else do I have? Darn, I wish I could find those American Legion coins. I really could have used them. But hey, you know, it's an excuse to have me on again, right?
Absolutely.
This is from the commanding general of the 77th. And I bought this one offline later just to try to collect a little piece of unit history. And on the back, you can see it's got 2 stars and a flag for the, you know, for the 2-star general there. And you know, I can't say that this one's my favorite because I didn't receive it personally, but yeah. So, yep. And I got one more 7. Sorry, please go ahead.
I was going to say there's still the attachment to it because you're a part of it, you know. So
Yeah. And I got one last 77th coin to show you, and then y'all can question me at length.
Don't make Matt pull out his coins now.
It's the 77th Sustainment Brigade for Excellence. This is from the 354th Transportation Battalion. So, you know, they're part of the brigade. And it's from the commander and command sergeant major. So I kind of like this one because it's got a circle, so you can kind of stick your finger through it a little bit. That's kind of neat. In the back, yeah. So that's pretty neat.
That.
I'm just glad to meet other challenge coin aficionados because yeah, I have quite the little collection here that I hope doesn't collapse on me as I stack them up.
If you get buried under coins, we'll send help.
Yeah, please do. You may want to just send help anyway, but
I'm with you there. So, Matt, you got any questions? I know you're quiet over there. You were out last week, so I'm just going to pick.
Yeah, I was. You're fine. I was out last week. So yeah, I'm a U.S. Navy chief. I'm over here in NAS Fallon. Mentioned you were in Operation Record Freedom. I was there with you. Well, not with you, but I was on a boat floating on the Mediterranean on the USS LaSalle. We were the command board ship deploying troops in there. So I definitely appreciate your service and know how you're feeling. So
I appreciate yours.
Definitely tells her when we go back that far. I was like, 2000 what? Yeah, 2008. Yeah, 2008 was a long time ago, but 2003 was when I reported my ship, and of course, you know, 2002 is when it happened. So, or 2001 when the towers fell. So we were out there, so I feel you. I'm about to retire myself, if Glenn has mentioned it. So I'm about to probably feel the other side of the fence here, you know, when people start to forget stuff and, you know, see what it's like. So I definitely feel you.
Yeah, I was proud to do my time, and honestly, I was happy to get out. I was tired after the tour. I really, you know, I was tired, so it was time to get out, and it was time to do other things, you know, like write the book. It was time to write the book. So I was so proud to be with the 77th. I was so proud to go that I just felt like I had to write something down about it, and it took me a good long time, and yeah, so yeah, I appreciate your service as well.
You're welcome. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
go ahead, Glenn.
Well, I was just going to say, yeah, thank you, man. I didn't even know that. So,
Yeah, well, when you start getting deep and stuff, find a lot of stuff. So I served on 5 ships, 4 shore duties. I've been pretty much all over the world. So yeah, I guess that's why I feel you. I had friends actually who were stationed over in Iraq and Afghanistan. I had a cousin actually who died over in Afghanistan due to he got shot when they were busting down doors. So yeah, like I said, I feel you.
Yeah,
It's definitely a rough tour. Those guys talk about how hard it is to cope with a lot of those things going on. They're definitely a different world for sure. I don't know about
yeah.
those camel spiders though. You ever seen them? You ever seen them camel spiders, Glenn?
Oh,
no, I haven't. No.
You
I
should Google
have.
that thing. Check
Uh,
it out. He has, yeah.
yeah,
Camel
throw a picture.
spiders.
Yeah, man, those things
If I
are.
saw one of those, if I saw one of those things running down the floor, I don't know what I would do. I'll tell you what.
They just
It
they
is
just
something.
they just want to be your friends. They just really want to be friends with you. They just they're like little dogs. They just want
Yeah.
to be your friends and cuddle up with you.
Do they bite?
Oh yeah, they bite.
Yeah, they bite. They bite. I just had a buddy. He was deployed out there, and he was in a tent. He was not in a building. He was in a tent, and he would tell me stories of things like crawling around, and okay. It's not time to go on
Oh,
camping, that's for sure. But yeah, a lot of it's different. Not for everybody. So
wow. It'd
yeah.
take a whole
Joel,
226
you
round to eliminate one.
yeah, right. Yeah, Joe, you need a rack over there. Those coins you got. You got a coin rack?
Yeah, yeah. I had a coin rack at one point, and my collection got too big for it, so I kind of put it in storage and just ended up laying them out on the top of my bookshelf. So it's kind of what I did. I really wish I could find those American Legion coins. 'Cause I've got some from National Commanders, and man, I was looking all day for those, and I could not find them. All I had was the military ones out and a few, Freemason coins. But yeah.
You said who's the highest rank that you got a coin from?
Uh, and remember, I didn't receive this from him. I just bought it. But this is from a 4-star General Petraeus. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't get that from him. But if you walk in and you're knocking on the bar, I think it still counts. I mean,
That would probably trump a lot of people's.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you, Joe. So it looks like your coin collection is more of the traditional coins. Are you not too big on the more advanced ones? If you know what I'm talking about.
the more advanced coins. No, I can't say I do know what you're talking about. I'm sort of an amateur, if you will.
So yeah, it's okay. So we had I think it was our second show, Glenn. We were talking about the history of challenge coins.
Yeah.
I don't know how many shows we've been in. It's like how many shows ago, right? We were just talking
I
about how
think
they
a
come
dozen
from
now.
like from like the traditional from like in the 50s to like just the traditional round coins to now they got like, oh gosh, what is it, like hat boxes and Halo Master Chief helmets and baby
Oh,
Yodas holding mugs, those kinds of things. So it's not really traditional. We had an episode we were talking about, like Glenn was saying, each coin has it has a memory, holds a meaning to it, right? When you give it to somebody. So that's why I was asking if you had like anything, if you saw, if you had collected any more of the advanced ones they have out there.
oh no, I don't have any with any really really neat shapes to them, anything like that. I'm definitely going to be getting on eBay when I get off here, though, or Amazon and taking a look. You know what I would do if I was
Yeah,
watching? I would hop on Amazon and get the book. I should make the book into a challenge coin somehow. It might appeal, better to the audience. I don't know.
that actually, you say that, but there have been challenge coins I've seen that are actual book style coins that do open
Huh.
up. They're actually pretty cool.
That is
One of
For
the
the Chiefs, they have a we call them a vessel. It's what you get when you're going through season, but it's a box. But they had these coins that open up, and the anchors that the Chiefs wear on their shoulders are actually inside. So you put the anchors in, close a box, and these coins to the guys who just made Chief. So it's pretty cool. Very, 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 very creative how they do those kind of things. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Here's a I'll go ahead and pull out another one, and this is another Grandmaster's coin, and this one's kind of cool because if you move it a certain way, words appear on the
Oh, that's cool.
on the
I love those coins.
on the front of it itself here, and
That's
I
cool.
can't quite make them out, but one of my friends came over, held it at an angle, and said, "Oh yeah, it says this," and then I forgot. No, I actually got this from the Grandmaster when I was at a conference, and
Oh, that is cool.
Wow,
There's-
that's awesome.
his picture on the back. He's a really nice guy, and he's actually read the book. So, yeah, I see him all the time over at a Scottish Rite meeting. So, he's a really great guy. And
Yeah, that's cool. Wow.
and yeah, and this one.
where you located, Joe?
I'm
Where do you
sorry?
live? Where do you live?
I live in Olympia, Washington.
Okay, all right. You said Scottish, right? That's the name of a hospital here, and I was like,
Oh,
could it be
Yeah.
in Atlanta? So, sorry. Go ahead. Carry
Yeah.
on.
yeah. Carry on, Roger. Yeah, the this one I carry all the time, and it's just to remind me of my personal it's to remind me of my obligation, and it just says faith, hope, and charity on it, and on the back it has some interesting designs that I can't really elaborate on, but
That's some of that secret squirrel stuff, isn't it?
it's yep, it's definitely yep. I got this one at the Grand Lodge Communication of the state of Washington when I went as a representative of my lodge. So that was a lot of fun. So yeah.
Cool. I was trying to charge, if you heard me clicking and doing things, trying to charge or turn on the, whatever it is called, the UV flashlight, because I got one in the mail just the other day, and it glows in the dark. Matt knows
that's cool.
my things that glow in the dark.
It glows in the dark. It makes this man lose it. He loves glow in the dark coins.
Pretty much, yeah. I gotta say though, I'm a little disappointed. It is it's from the Miami mall attack from the aliens. So so I'm pretty I like the fact, but the thing is it's gotta be a 4-inch coin. I'll have to measure it. But the people that designed this, I know Matt says I'm crazy, but they went a little overboard with the glow in the dark.
Oh, that's great.
That's nice. That's a cute.
I mean, it's a thick coin, so probably
like 8 mil.
yeah, it's pretty dang big. How big is this coin?
I think it's a weapon
here. Yeah, could use it as a. It's 3.5 inches.
Nice.
That's a
Big coin.
That's a big coin,
That's a
Big coin.
Yeah.
It's a big coin.
and it glows. So
and it's glow in the dark. I mean, you can't lose. With that, you're challenged in the middle of the night. You can hold it up and say, "Hey, man, I got the glow in the dark coin. It's okay. It just blinds the guard. You'll be fine."
well, in that coin's case, it detects the aliens to come to me or directs them to come to me.
Oh, thank you, God. Please beam me up, will you? I'm ready because, man, at this point, it wouldn't be an abduction. It would just be a vacation for me. So.
You're not lying there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch up on the comments here, so
Sure.
Because we've got it looks like Brenda and Uncommon Soul are in the audience.
Brenda.
I don't know who else is.
Oh, Uncommon Soul. I'm surprised she hasn't called in yet.
Well, she will. She will. She's got the secret number. I'm going to let her call in the secret number. So, do what?
Now that Matt's back on the show. Finkel.
Oh, thanks.
She has.
You're welcome.
She has missed that. So tell us a little bit more about your book and everything. I'm don't mind me. I'm pushing buttons back here too. So
Sure. I can,
half the time I don't even know what I'm doing. So I just make this up as I go.
so the book basically goes through, where I was on 9/11, and where I started my journey. And I'm just flipping through.
Hey, hold on a second. I'm gonna have to interrupt you.
Sure.
Hello, caller. You are on the air.
Hi, I've been watching your show and I have been so interested in these challenge coins, and your guest is so amazing, Sportcat.
He
You
is.
do so amazing. I'll get your guest. Oh my. Can I say hi to him?
You are on the air and live. You can say hello to any of them. Andy, Matt, Joe, any of them.
Hi, Sir Joe. Thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
you need to tell Joe who this is. By the way, I know who this is.
Apologies, sir. This is Uncommon Soul.
Oh yes, Uncommon Soul.
Thank you for your service, and also happy happy early retirement to Matt.
Well,
thank you.
If we can find out his birthday, I'll actually have you call him and sing him happy birthday. So
Too late, already passed.
Oh darn it! Don't be Andy then. So.
Already passed.
So did you have a question for Andy or Joe or Matt or anybody? I know you.
Do I have a question for any of them? No, unfortunately I don't. I just had a call real quick. I can say, tell your guest thank you for your service, and thanks for letting me be on your show, Sportcat. Talk to you later, honey. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Oh man, never gets old.
That is one of the perks of live calls or live shows. So you just never know. I forgot to ask her what galaxy she was in tonight. So, but maybe she could tell us in the chat. So, Joe, go ahead with your story, please. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So no, I'm thrilled to hear from Uncommon Soul. I really hope she checks out the book. It's I'd be thrilled to have the book in a different galaxy. Honestly, I really would. Then it goes into basic training, and sort of the journey through your basic training. And it goes to our mobilization site, my work at the Visitor Control Center, working with Iraqi nationals, sort of, well, for lack of a better term, escorting them around, and guarding them as they worked on our base. Just a few poems and sort of short little things that I wrote while I was in Iraq called the Camp Badder Diaries. I talk about Red River 44, and I don't want to bring down folks, but that was a helicopter crash, and I write about it extensively in the book. There were 7 soldiers on board, and we went to their dignified transfer ceremony, so that made a huge impact on me. It goes into the first attack on our base while we were there in early March. 3 soldiers from 7th Sustainment got killed by a rocket attack, and that weighed pretty heavily on us. Being our first week in country and everything. So, series of poems in there, and then I go into a section called Maggie, which is about my mother. She passed when I was 10, and it's just kind of her story and my story after the war, sort of intertwined together, if you will. And there's a lot of good pictures in there from Iraq. And if you do get the deluxe edition, every single chapter and poem is individually illustrated. Like I said, you can get this one at Bargain Basement right now. It is 25 cents above cost. I'm just doing an experiment here, so feel free to check it out.
All right. And for our listening audience, make sure to describe which one it is. It wasn't the deluxe, it was the paperback.
Yeah. It's the paperback. It's got an American flag on the front. It just says "The Broken Mirror of Memory: Iraq and Other Tales."
Okay. I like the cover art on that. So I was trying to think of what I was going to do for the cover art for a show. And then I was like, wait a minute, Broken Mirrors. And I don't know if you noticed the cover art for the show, but that was what it was. So
Nice. Yeah. Broken mirrors. What do you know, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of intensity in the book, and I don't like to bring down people's moods. Not that it necessarily would, but there's a lot of intensity because it is about Iraq and about serving in a combat zone. So folks just have to pick up the book and check it out. Because I've told the entire story on shows before, and I feel like it's a bit too much. I feel like folks should just go out and check out the book and see what the story is.
Well, we do know in the final chapters you come home safely and you're here to be with us. So that's the best part.
Yes, and that is the best part. I am thankfully and unfortunately one of the lucky ones. So
I get it. Well, that's awesome. We're trying to do this show so that we have a little bit of everybody in public safety, police, EMS, fire, military, so that we could hear, because a lot of people don't hear these stories and then they don't understand what really goes on in things. I mean, people don't understand what happens going on in burning buildings. I don't know what goes on military ships or coming off a helicopter or, things like that and fighting. So I think that the shows like this are important. Not only, like I said, we like to emphasize the good stuff where we trade the coins and we BS and cut up and stuff, but we want to humanize all of public safety and all of the military, because there was a portion of our history recently that was trying to dehumanize all of that. So we want people to know, there's somebody behind these uniforms, and that, we sometimes do stupid things. We're humans, but all in all, we're just like you. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can't think of a better format to get to people than through a podcast, because I'll record this, and obviously I said I'm on 11 different streams. I'll send it out over Spotify. It'll go on over another 50 or 60 different things. And then I have contracts to send it out over FM radio and stuff. So I feel like I'm trying to get the word out there about, obviously the other shows, paranormal things, but this as well, because it's so important.
Yeah, and there are a few paranormal stories in the book, as luck would have it, also. But it's mostly, what the book is a tribute to the fallen, to those we lost. So, and it has their names in there listed, and that's so in 100 years someone might remember them. And I'm actually going to put this book into a time capsule. This is a little interesting aside. I'm going to be master of my Masonic Lodge next year, out here in Olympia, if I'm elected, and I hope I am, because it would be a high honor. But my project for that year is going to be a time capsule. So we're going to have a coin made for the lodge. We're going to put that coin into the time capsule, and I'm going to put a copy of my book into the time capsule and sign it, as well as a digital, format, copy. And hope that someone finds it in 100 years. And that's just because I want the fallen to be remembered. I don't want the Iraq War to be forgotten, and I don't want the people that served there to be forgotten. So I'm going to do that little time capsule project for them, and just hope that someone finds it in 100 years and maybe finds it historically interesting. So, and I'll be long gone, but if they're able to reprint it and someone teaches a college class about it once, I'll be smiling down from heaven. I'll tell you that much.
That's cool. Who knows what the digital format will be then, though.
Yeah, so that's the problem. I'm going to have to put it in multiple formats, because you don't know, in 100 years what technology is going to look like.
In my lifetime, we've went from 8-track to CD to now this little teeny tiny thing.
Careful, Glenn. You're telling your age, man. You're telling your age.
Yeah, I'm just saying the way it is. I know none of y'all remember 8-track. I get it. So
I remember 8-track.
yeah, you never know, but that's great. I think it's a great idea. And when you go to design the coin, look Matt up there. He's not bragging, but he has got some hidden talent and skill there with making coins. So.
Well, I was gonna share one, but I was gonna wait till y'all are done.
Feel free to share anytime, man.
Yeah,
he's got one he's so proud of. I love it too. Don't get me wrong, but I usually you're like it's like your baby boy.
Yes, obviously, of course. No, yeah. So I, being in the military, I was the guy on the boot room, just what Glenn's talking about is the what's it called, the jack of all trade, the master of none kind of guy. I did a lot of things, but one thing that I love doing was being creative. And when it comes to challenge coin designs or just any designs, he keeps talking about AI because yes, I do cheat sometimes and ask the robots of the future about stuff, but I do I do my own designs and these challenge coins that I do. Like, that's why I said, do you like to collect things that are simple, like the traditional ones, or do you like collecting coins that have moving parts in them, like a hanger
Oh,
that
that's
slides open
cool. Oh,
and it
that's cool.
has a magnetic golf ball marker that you put on the green while you're golfing that pops in and out, right? That closes, and then in the back you have the entire airspace that the base operates on, and all the jets we use and the 2 towers that we actually the one that I actually work out of. So I'm talking about, like, when it comes to, like, those kinds of coins. So that's one. But the one that what Glenn's talking about, my proud baby, this one that is coming out from the release of the Deadpool movie coming up in I think is it July? Is it July?
I think it is. Yeah.
July.
Yeah,
I think it's July. Yeah. Yeah. So so this one here, you guys see it? There you go.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it's yeah, I did a little bit of stealing, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. So the director for the movie, he was at the Super Bowl and he's wearing a hat and he had the logo on his hat, and it hasn't really been officialized yet, but that's kind of what the logo they got going on from there. So I took that idea and kind of turned into kind of more of a chief coin, if you will, with a little bit of a twist of some hidden things that go inside of it. So excuse all the blood, but that's all they do in the movie. They just hack each other. But the coin comes apart. It's held together by 2 magnets along in the middle part there. You can see the magnets will be inside. So I stress to the suppliers that I want this coin to be seamless. So when the coins come together, it will appear that they are together. And when you're showing your friends, you'll pull it apart. You'll probably scare them with the claws that come out after you yank it out of there. It's 3.5 inches, like the one that Glenn was showing. It's going to be about that size, crazier, and 10 millimeters thick. And the reason why it's 10 millimeters thick is because each of the claws are like, I don't know, it's like 5 millimeters or 8 millimeters thick. So, so my pride doesn't come in. We talk about challenge coins, like, when you give to somebody and it means something to them, right? To me, it's more of a kind of like a legacy, or something like, oh, get that from, oh, that was that guy, he made that stuff, that's cool. So in this sense, it's more of in the Navy chief realm that I do most of my coins. But Glenn has been getting on my butt about doing other coins and other law enforcement or firefighting, other things. I know, Andy. I know you asked me about the firefighter because I'm base. If you have to talk to me, I honestly don't think they got coins, which is a perfect opportunity. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I just want to share that with you just real quick. Let's out. They started it. It's gonna be available around the second week of April. So it's just an example of how complex coins can get, right? And then you go to some of the traditional ones. Are you a gamer at all by chance, Joel?
Yes, I am. Very much so.
Are you familiar with N64 GoldenEye?
Was I?
See,
Did I? Did I grow up in the 2000s? Yes, of course. I'm familiar with GoldenEye.
You knew you grew up. You knew you had the pizza hanging out there. You know I had the bottle of Mountain Dew on the floor, and you had your system laying on the floor. And so I had a golden gun theme coin that's Chief
Oh,
inspired. Glenn's got one of these. His what was your grandson stole from me, Glenn?
I didn't even get down the box hardly.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it's a golden gun from the game GoldenEye, right?
oh, that's
But
awesome.
it's got a couple Chief anchors on it, and then you can see the writing on here. Oh, there you go. It's one shot, victory. Because in the game it's one shot, one kill, right?
Yep.
So yeah, and then a couple other ones, just real quick. I've already showed these off like 1,000 times, but Back to the Future, right? Good old Back to Legacy. Some anchors on there, right? Also a thick coin, right? And then the backside, right? So that's what I said. So your coins can be, have some meaning to it, but for me, it's I like the retro nostalgic stuff. I want you to pick the coins up that I make and go, wow, I remember that. Like you get that little feeling, you come back when you're a kid again, So at
Yeah,
least
that
that's
is.
what we're trying to get at.
Yeah, I really I like that golden gun one because now I'm gonna have to get an emulator for my computer and play that game tonight. So thank you for that. I'll be up all
If
night
you
playing that now.
shoot me your email address, Joe, I'll get you one. Don't worry.
Oh, thank you. That'd be lovely.
Yeah,
Well, I got
I'll
another
get
one.
you.
And this is the coin of the current Grand Master of Washington, and he likes playing cards, so his has 2 cards on it. I'll actually be seeing him tomorrow to give him a copy of the book. And
Oh, that's cool.
that's Most Worshipful Steve Martin, and there's his portrait on the back. Every one of these coins that I have one from almost every Masonic year that for every year that I've been a Freemason, and they all have their portraits on the back. I think it's really fancy the way they do that. So, but
Very
yeah,
cool.
yeah. And then let's see here. I got one from Most Worshipful James Kendall, and that's probably my. Um, the coin will match the lapel pin for every year. So this is probably my favorite lapel pin. Um, and his doesn't have the portrait on the back, but it does have the seal of the Grand Lodge of Washington. So if I can show it better by not holding it by its sides there, yeah. So
That's
those are
Nice.
pretty cool. Yeah, so I think I do a lot of traditional, coin collecting with you know, a lot of military coins, a lot of Masonic coins, a lot of American Legion coins, stuff like that. But
I
yeah.
wasn't aware the Masonic Lodge had coins like that.
Oh yes, they certainly do. They certainly do. I'll have to try to grab one for you. I think I have an extra I can send you. So
Okay, cool. Yeah, I had never known that. It's I guess, well, I don't know. I'm probably showing my ignorance here. Is the lodge is what's in everybody's community, right? I mean, there's not like one for each state or.
so there is a Grand Lodge for every state. Uh,
Okay.
Generally, there'll be 2. There'll be a Most Worshipful Grand Lodge, which draws its lineage back to the Lodge of the Grand Lodge of England, and then way back in the day when, for some reason, things had to be separate, they established a Prince Hall Grand Lodge for African American folks, and now those lodges talk to each other and are friendly in most parts of the country, at least here in Washington, and we do a unity march every year. So I'd like to get some coins from them too, because those are some serious Masons right there. The Prince Hall guys really take their ritual seriously, and they're just wonderful, wonderful brothers. So
Okay. Of course, I grew up just outside of Washington D.C., so the huge lodge in Alexandria. I don't know if you've ever been there.
I have.
That's the only one that I guess is that headquarters, or is that just their local one since it's in Washington?
That's just their local one.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. It's
Yeah,
huge. Have you been in that one?
Yeah, there's no central headquarters. It's basically 50 different Grand Lodges, and then in England there's the Grand Lodge of England, but there's also the Grand Lodge of Scotland. So now we all trace our lineage back to the Grand Lodge of England, but we don't, you know, we don't all report to one central authority.
Okay. But you can go to visit any of them, I guess, can't you?
Yes.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I'd love to go inside the one in Alexandria, Virginia. I'm sure you can. I say that. I'm sure you probably can. I've never been in it. It's a beautiful building. So
I can guarantee you can book a tour.
Wow.
Yeah. Have you ever seen it, Matt? It is huge. So yeah, it's picture the White House with the Washington Monument on top of it. I mean, that's pretty much the design of it.
It's very tall. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I always thought, just growing up there, I thought that was like your headquarters or something. So.
Nope. Unfortunately, sadly, contrary to popular belief, there is no central headquarters. So.
If there is a secret handshake and y'all can do the things where you go into movies and find hidden documents and stuff. So
we are we are not a secret society. We're simply a society with some secrets.
I like that.
It's a great logo slogan.
That's true. Well, aren't most presidents Masons?
Not a majority of them, surprisingly, but I can say from my experience, I haven't met a finer group of men that I can have a sense of camaraderie with than I found in the lodge since I left Iraq. Being a member of the lodge saved my life because it gave me a sense of purpose back. It gave me, a group of supportive brothers back. And really what it is just, it's good men making other men better is really what it's all about. It's really all about self-improvement. And it's really been my honor to be a part of it. I'm actually going down to our district conference tomorrow, and I'm really excited for that, just to, see the brothers and have some barbecue and hang out. So it's going to be a great time. And the lodge has sort of become my purpose after getting out of the Army. So, although it took me a while to find it.
Well, sometimes things come to you when you wait. So I know here in Atlanta, they do a lot with the Children's Hospital, and they're much appreciated. So
yeah, I'm a Shriner myself, and I'm applying to be on the board of governors for the Portland Shriners Hospital. So really excited to get to try to contribute to that cause. That's going to be fantastic. If I am lucky enough to be selected. But it's pretty rigorous, obviously, because you're, on the board of a children's hospital. So, they're not just, taking any Joe Schmo. So I might be out of luck because my name is Joe. So they'll say, "Hey, Joe Schmo, get out of here. What are you doing?" I'll say, "Okay, I'm sorry." So
somehow I doubt that. Yeah, they do a lot. I guess that's, well, you heard me say earlier, our Children's Hospital's name is Scottish, right? So I'm sure there's probably some connection there somehow. So, but
yeah.
we're blessed to have, we have 3. They're all affiliated. Yeah, we have 3 Children's Hospital, and 2 of them are trauma centers in Atlanta, and a lot of areas are blessed to have that. So, I know as a flight medic, I don't know what group within the Masons or how that works, but they would fly children in there that needed special treatment, and we would go.
There's the Shriners. Yeah.
So yeah, we did that quite a bit, and I think, I'm not sure, but I think our company, the board of directors or something, were probably also affiliated, and so I think they helped pitch in too. So
Yeah. It's basically transport is at no cost to the families, and the families never, it's just like the commercial says, the families will never receive a bill from Shriners Children's. So, a lot of we have the burn ward, and we have specialized, very very specialized orthopedics for folks that, I don't want to use the word deform. It's just some physical issues that need to be taken care of.
sure, yeah, I'm with you. And something I never realized, each children's hospital, we won't say each, but a lot of the children's hospital have their unique specialties. Like I think the one in Cincinnati is kidneys, and one in Boston is heart. I may have it backwards, but they all have a specialty. Here in Atlanta, being a trauma center, a burn center, I don't remember what they're special. I think they might be neuro here, but yeah, it's really unique, and a lot of people don't get the inner workings of how some of that works, and so it's really cool that even though they're not affiliated, they're still all work together. So we would transfer from Boston to Cincinnati to Baltimore to back here to Atlanta all the time. That was nothing unusual for us.
Yeah, and it's just a great organization to be a part of, and I'm just going to keep getting more involved until they make me stop. So,
well, I think the only way to stop is keep growing and learning. So,
yeah, that really is. I say something like that in the book. I think I say at the end, I can't really write a good ending for this book because I'm still alive, but I figure as long as you're learning, you're still growing as a person if you're doing it right. I think you're living right if you're still learning new stuff. And I've learned so much from, doing so many shows and podcasts over the past year since since the book came out. I remember being nervous the first time, but now I'm getting a little bit better at my on-air personality. So,
nothing to be afraid of. Lindy's the only one that screams at us. So, hey, and we do have a straggler coming in here. We have Mr. Corey.
Hey, Corey, what's up, man?
Hey, Corey. Corey is a law enforcement official located out in the Midwest, and he brings in the bad guys and puts them in the jail. So that's his job. So
I didn't do it, Corey. It wasn't me. I surrender.
Yeah.
Don't forget his badass coins that he's stealing too.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick, if I can find the right button, commercial. See, you guys aren't used to this, but I'm doing this. I'm pimping this now.
We like to party every day of every year. Since I was 15 and still wet behind the ears. 'Cause ever since then I've been hooked on the taste of beer. Well, we think we're really cool 'cause we're sitting by the pool with girls all around. Whoa, look what we just found. It's really, really cold, it's less feeling taste, but we got beer. Was a girl from Spain, and Lolita was her name. Well, the zipper got stuck. Whoa, boys were in luck. Big Albert stuff, you shot with a shot, we got beer. I'm glad for beer, I like a lot of beer. From the bottom to the top, I just can't stop with beer.
Okay, that's enough of that. I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit a different button, but it's okay. We still got the commercial break in.
That's good. That's good.
I'm doing that because Corey wasn't here for this earlier, but in case I decide to take this show national for episodes, since we had you on it, I thought it would be a perfect time to. So,
Oh wow, that would be outstanding. It would be a really great thing for me. I just really do hope that people go out and do check out the book. And, like I said, it is at cost right now. It's on a fire sale. It's The Broken Mirror of Memory, A Rack and Other Tales, and it really is a soldier's story of redemption after coming home pretty messed up. It just kind of goes through what I went through and how I turned my life around from drinking and from drugging. So I hope it can help some other veteran out there who's right on that edge of joining the 22 to say, hey man, there's something worth living for, and you got to put your boots on.
it's true. It's true. Yeah, we all have our own stories. So, Corey, I know you jumped in here late, but I wanted to give you an opportunity before Joe got too much into things to see if you had any questions. Of course, you could show him your cool coin too.
Oh, boy.
Hell yeah, show the coin.
Well, I got this. It's a Montana shaped coin.
Hell
It's,
yeah.
I created it. It's a fundraising coin for a benevolent fund. One mission, one team, one goal. The skull and the 406 actually glow in the dark. And that's the outline of our region there. So, yeah, selling these for $24 a piece. And then my first coin, it kind of went over like hotcakes. And I actually reached out to my officers again and asked if they wanted to give up any of their coins that they bought and donate them back to the pile to sell them, because a lot of people have been asking for them. It's the back, the wolf. It's the wolf coin, and the back says, "You are the wolf that you feed," and it's got 2 blue eyes and 1 red eye. So a lot of people like that saying and that logo, and those are selling pretty well too. And then our third coin that we came up with is the buffalo skull, and of course it's always one team, one mission, one goal. It's got our badge number on it, and then these ones are serial numbered. I only got 250 of these made that have a serial number on them, and then I got another 50 made specifically for the officers that if they wanted their badge number on it or their favorite number or something like that. So these sold out fairly quickly as well. So all the money's raised is going to a benevolent fund. We actually have an officer that is struggling with stage 4. And Montana gave up on him, and we're flying him out to the Mayo Clinic in Rochester for his chemo treatments. So all the money raised from these coins goes straight to the benevolent fund to help him and any other officer that is struggling with medical issues, or maybe they got a family member or stuff like that. We'll buy meals for them, or cards, or flowers, whatever, just to give them kind of a sense of security and knowing that there's people out there that are thinking of them.
Yeah, please send me a link to that coin after the show. I'd like to help support that officer if I can.
That'd be awesome. I appreciate it, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can all get you all hooked up, and we're all friends on Facebook too. So, but I think me and Joe are friends. We're friends on Facebook. So yeah,
Yes,
you can
sir.
find me on Facebook too. So, yeah. Go ahead, Corey. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. That's what I got going. Other than that, and then keeping busy, keeping the criminals in jail, and trying to make safety much safer.
And
It's a struggle.
you're getting ready to retire too. So,
What's that?
I said you're getting ready to retire too. So you're.
Oh man.
I got 4 years left on a 30, so close,
Yeah,
but I'm not counting the days yet. I still got a lot of life left in me.
We all do.
What are you gonna do when you retire, Corey?
My wife specifically said no law enforcement, so I don't know.
Man.
I don't know. I don't know. I like woodworking. I like tinkering around, building knickknacks and shelves and tack racks. I started building tack racks here probably in the last 6 months, so I've been selling a few of them. It's those 3 feet long and 20 inches wide to hang your tactical vests on and your like duty belt or whatever, all your tack gear, stuff like that. A lot of people are buying those up, and out of that, that's steel bar and stuff like that you can buy off Hobby Lobby and stuff like that. So I'm tinkering around with them right now and selling a few of them.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to do in retirement. You could buy a banjo. Heck, I got 5 of them. I can send you one.
Yeah.
My biggest fear, and coming from the law enforcement perspective of things, My biggest fear is I'm going to die within the first year. That is my fear, and it's statistical proven that you're living on adrenaline for how many years, and all of a sudden there's one day you just get up and you're retired, and what do you got to do? And it's that dump, and I just got to keep myself busy because I don't want to be that statistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's funny. I didn't know it was a year for officers. It's 5 years for fire EMS. So
within the first year, it yeah. And I know a few of them. And it.
Oh yeah, one of my captains. Yeah, he was young. Within 5 years, like, holy crap! Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Well,
there's a high loss rate in the military too. You know, with a lot of a lot of suicides. So, and a lot of guys from Iraq and Afghanistan coming down with cancers and stuff like that. So it is kind of scary. I'm kind of excited to see what kind I get, from the burn pits. I can't wait to find out what it is. It's exciting, kind of.
Roll the dice, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's a crapshoot.
that's one thing I never understood. They either rolled it off into the ocean or burned it. I just didn't get it.
I don't know why we didn't just bury it in the desert.
Or we could have just left it over there for them. Either way.
Just bury it in the desert. Don't burn it. Why would you burn? I don't know.
Sometimes you question everything with our government. So,
yeah.
Joe, what other stories have you got for us? I know you've probably got another coin or two hiding back there.
Oh yes, I have 2 coins hiding back here, and what I'll do is I'll give you a quick preview of the book. Just read a short poem. This is about attending the dignified transfer ceremony for those soldiers that were killed in the CH-47 crash called Red River 44. And they made the biggest impact on me because we actually were there to make sure that they went home with dignity. And you realize that it could have been you in that box. Sometimes you felt like it should have been you in that box because you were in just as much risk as they were, and you just didn't understand why you survived and they didn't. So this is called Stuck in These Boots. I can't just put those men away in boxes. Sand whips by us and it feels like a cold night. It must be 65 degrees. We stand erect, at perfect attention. Our shadows are carried in boxes. They are men we might not have liked in life. We don't even know their names at present. But there we stand, our bodies aching from holding that same hand salute. The flag-draped coffins, red, white, and blue. The chaplain offers prayer. How in the bleep did we get here? I feel stuck in that box, and I know. I feel stuck in my boots, and I want out. That should be me in that box, and I know it. I can never live it down. I can't move. So I'll just stand here saluting on this tarmac in the middle of the night for the rest of my life. And there are moments in life where you get stuck, and that was one of them.
That's pretty powerful.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Yeah, that's just one of the poems in the book that just happens to be my favorite one.
Well, it's a very good one. Did you write the poetry?
I did, yes.
Okay. Very good work.
Joe, do just a favor. Put the book up the screen again so Corey can see it.
Sure.
The book. There you go.
Here we
that's
go.
he's talking earlier.
And Joe, once again, for the listening audience, describe it because they may not understand what you were saying earlier.
Yeah, it is. It's a book called The Broken Mirror of Memory, and it's available on Amazon. You can search Joseph Soel, Soel, on Amazon, and it'll pop right up. It's got an American flag background with a soldier standing in front of it. The Broken Mirror of Memory on Amazon, and right now it's priced at cost. So I'm not even making any money on this book, folks. I just want to share my story with you. That's really the truth. It's priced at cost, and I really just want to get the story out there so guys in my unit can be honored, so that the fallen soldiers can be honored, so that what my generation of warriors went through in Iraq and Afghanistan can be remembered, and so that nobody's forgotten. Because when soldiers feel forgotten, that's when they join the 22. And I want to prevent that as much as I can.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, if you don't mind sharing, when you came home, what were some of your personal struggles? You kind of hinted there a little bit to it when you said it was alcohol.
Yeah, I started drinking on the plane from Fort Sill back to Rochester, New York, where I was going. And I didn't stop drinking for 10 years. I'd have, 5 Long Islands a day easy. I mean, and those are just the worst drinks in the world, I know, but that's what I would drink. I mean, I'd do shot after shot after shot. Every time I drank, I try to do a shot for everyone, that had passed, been killed on our base while I was stationed there in Iraq. And that was, 10 shots at a time. So I was trying to drink the dead back to life, is what I was trying to do. And I found out later through programs like AA that you can't do that. It doesn't work. All you end up with is a hangover, and unfortunately, they're still passed on, and there's not much you can do. So I was a mess for 10 years while I was writing the book, honestly. But I had to get it all out of me, and I think I came to a place of peace with it. Actually, just this last week, although I had stopped drinking. I came to a place of peace with it when they finally awarded me the Combat Action Badge after a 15-year fight with the Army. And I was really proud to get that from our Congresswoman, Marilyn Strickland. And that really, that really meant a lot to me. So that was from the attack on May 17th, 2008. So that meant a great deal to me. And it sort of closed the chapter. It sort of closed the Iraq chapter of my life, and now I can move on and be something else. If that makes any sense.
Oh, it does. And you've got a lot left to do.
Yeah.
So you got how old are you, by the way?
I am 36.
Okay. Oh, you've got a long time to go. So
I hope so.
you'll be president one day when I'm in the nursing home. So I'd be careful. I could be soon if I listen to my kids. So.
Well, if I do get elected, you can come to the inauguration in your wheelchair if you want. So.
Got
Oh, my daughter at the table the other night, she goes, just out of the clear of the blue, she goes, the men die first, Dad, and kind of gave me a strange look. I'm like, whoa, 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 what's going on here?
a little morbid.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you wanting a house? What is this? So, yeah. The kids, if something doesn't get you, the kids will get you.
That reminds me of the Samaritan.
Yeah. So what other coins have you got?
Oh, let's see here. I've got one from the 3rd Sustainment Command Expeditionary. Sustaining the line, that's the overall command that we were with while we were in Iraq. And
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I had purchased this later
that's
just because
pretty.
I wanted to own a piece of the unit there. There were some guys in my unit that actually got this coin while they were in Iraq. I was not one of them. I want to make that clear. But as an avid collector, I started, just buying up as many coins related to the base I was on in Iraq and the commands I was with as soon as I could. So, and I got one more left, and then I'm realizing I'm one military coin short, but that's okay. And it's so big, you would think it would be around here somewhere, but I can't find it, of course. This one's from the 16th Ordnance Battalion, and this is from my training company in advanced individual training. It's got their logo on it, the sword and everything, and on the back, it's got the colonel and the command sergeant major. And yeah, I do have a lot of military coins. I just started collecting them. I went through this coin collecting phase that just never ended. So when I find the other challenge coins, I'll have to let you know because they're in a box somewhere in this house.
Well, you're going to be welcome back anytime you want. So,
Thanks.
don't worry about that. Plus, you're on the paranormal guys coming up in like 3 or 4 weeks, isn't it? So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we'll still get you.
No, please do.
Well, I showed you the UFO coin I got earlier this week, which I like it. It's just, but Corey, you didn't see it. I'll show it to you real quick. You won't see the glowing part, but it's like 3.5 inches. It's huge. Wow. It's from the Miami alien attack in their mall.
That's crazy. That thing's big.
I wasn't anticipating it to be that big. I guess I should have read the fine print. And I know last week we had the Coast Guard. Gosh, I can't remember his rank. I think he was a chief on, and I had been looking for his coin, and I found the guy online. It's just the standard Coast Guard up front. It's going to be really hard to see, but on the back, it is the military ID to the only cat or animal that was actually a Coast Guard member. So the history of the cat is that he basically kept the rats off one of the very first ships for the Coast Guard, and so they made an ID and actually had him put into the Coast Guard. So it's kind of a cool story. Being Sportcat, I had to have that, and it drove me. After I talked to the chief last night, I was like, I gotta find that coin, and so I found the guy. He's actually one of my coin groups, and I messaged him. I'm like, do you still have that coin? He's like, I got tons of them. I'm like, hey, I know the feeling. Can I buy one? So yeah, I bought that one. So Matt, you haven't shown the Terminator. Come on, show the Terminator. You got to show it.
Oh yeah. Hold on a second. Where's my Terminator? All right, give me 1 second. Let me grab it real quick.
Yeah, Joe,
here, let me show you. So this one I have. This one just got made. This one's for the base though. It's the movie Pirates of the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
So this one we just got made. And it pops up here. There you go. There we go. Play it. This is our supplier. So it's a spinner. It's kind of running kind of fast, so she's holding it pretty fast. But the skull is from the Skull and Anchor team, the NFEM base. The outside is the compass, north, south, east, west, and then they have all the animals: the megalodon, the kraken, the mermaid, and the I can't remember the last one was. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, one of the guys who designed it on base, we just got those in. Actually, we're getting them in on Monday. So as you can see, yeah, coins are they could become fidget spinners as well.
That's so cool.
Yeah, we'll be getting all 200 of those on Monday. So yeah, just let me go grab that Terminator. You guys keep talking.
All right. Yeah, the Terminator. That thing is awesome. He'll show it to you in a minute. So, and Corey, I want to tell you, the people that made your barbed wire coin must have been geniuses, because the people that I am having make the one, they broke the mold.
Really?
I've had so many problems with that company. I was like, you do realize this is the last coin I will have made with you, correct? They broke the mold. It's such an intricate design.
It's not really. It's pretty simple.
So I sent this one to the major, and he almost fell out of his chair. So this is the Terminator coin that I got.
Oh, you sent it to the police major.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. And he's like, "Well, that thing's huge. It's 11 ounces. It's pretty heavy." So you can see the writing. Hold on a second. So we gotta say it in the Terminator voice, otherwise it's not funny. So come with me if you want to succeed. He's got a couple of the guns on there from the Terminator movie. The 2 guns. It doesn't say Skynet, it says Chief Net. And of course the anchor in there. So the coin itself, this one was a long time to make. So they actually, if you guys are familiar with STL files, it's kind of like the ones they use for like the printing. They took that file, actual face, and they made it, and they painted the eyes like a translucent red to make it kind of like appear like it has some depth to it. And it's got some. It's pretty heavy, So yeah, it's pretty cool. Then they use what's called the process. It's called what's it called? It's like a coating they use. They give it that like a shiny silver coating. They dip it in this like a batch of the silver stuff, and it kind of gives it that nice shiny look. But yeah, these ones actually been selling pretty good. I'm getting people asking about them, but it's they're selling. But as you can see, like I said, challenge coins are not really like anymore. But it all depends on what your taste is. So it's all good.
Yeah, that thing's a monster.
It's a paperweight. It's not
Yeah, that is a monster of a coin. That's, you throw that at somebody, you're going to be, going to jail with our friend here.
Yeah.
I got to point the right way.
Yeah. See, for those, I've geezed to a couple of my sailors. Like I said, people take everything how they take it, right? So if someone gets this and they get it from a chief at the command, to them it means something. They'll carry it with them wherever they go. So that's our whole thing with challenge coins, right? Every single one of my challenge coins, not the ones I make, but the ones I actually have on my desk, have a story behind.
Yeah, they they have a lot of real meaning behind them. They hold a lot of memory to them, and they can embody times in your lives or values or all sorts of wonderful things, both painful and terrible, and wonderful and beautiful. And that's why I love challenge coins so much.
Yeah.
So that's where I was. That's where I was for the first hour of this podcast. I was actually presenting a coin that I designed and for a fallen officer in Montana here. So I presented it to his wife and to the committee for a fundraising coin. So they raised funds. They started a foundation, the Mason Moore Foundation, and they raised funds for officers in need or departments in need throughout the state of Montana. So if a department is struggling to buy radios or PBTs or TAC gear or vests, any type of safety equipment, departments can file grants to get money from the Mason Moore Foundation. So one way that I presented to them is creating a memorial coin for Mason Moore himself and selling it on their website for anyone that wants to purchase one, and all that money will go towards their foundation. So it'll be interesting. Tomorrow, actually, we're going to Mason Moore Foundation Bash. They have a yearly in Bozeman, so we're traveling down there for the fundraiser tomorrow night, and they said they'll talk to me more about it then, but I think it was perceived very well in my presentation tonight, so hopefully they go with it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, during the show, I received permission from Miranda to show our coin. So I shouldn't say our, I should say Matt's. So if you're familiar, Joe, with MMA, Miranda Maverick is currently ranked. She was 15th. She's been through 2 fights. She's either 12th or 14th now in the females flyweight division. She's pretty badass. She's a big fan of our show. She's been on my show a few times. I'm now going to convince her to come over here to this show and spend a night with us. So she wanted a coin. We started with patches, but then after we got her so convinced on the coin, she's like, no, I just want the coin. So I asked her if I could have permission to show what we made. A lot of times people don't like to give up their secrets until they have them out, but she said since it was us, that it'd be okay. Either that or she doesn't think we have a big audience. I'm not sure which. But so this is what we came up with for Miranda. The 3D printed image, she is as her side gig. She is also a psychologist. She has a master's degree in psychology. She has no reason to go fight all the time. She has a full-time job with the Hershey Corporation, but at any rate, she loves to fight. She's very good at it. And she also loves to be in the kitchen, and she makes killer pickles. So she started a pickle company called Prowler Pickles, and their logo is a lion. So Matt and I had chatted back and forth for a while about, how could we do this? And we come up with a couple designs, and she hit me up the other day and she said, I love all your designs, but if you could have a lion slicing up a cucumber, that would be badass coming out of the octagon. And I'm like, I'm on it. So that's one side of it. And then the other side is her logo for when she fights. It's what she wears on her uniform. I guess it's called a uniform, her fighting suit. That's her logo, Fear the Maverick Miranda. So, and it's kind of red, white, and blue there. So she gave me permission to share that. So we're trying to find a good place to get it made for her right now and get it out to her and her fans. So these things go across all kinds of sports to, military, police, fire. So, and that'll have a lot of meaning for us as a group because we came up with it. And it's really cool. So,
well, I think the patch would have been cool too, though, Glenn.
Yeah, I'm not 100% done with that. I haven't told the vendors yet. No, so we're still going to let them come up with the artwork and see, because a lot of times you'll think something's a good idea and then you'll see, well, maybe it's not. A patch that I got right now going on. This one, obviously the barbed wire represents our border, what we're going through, the don't tread on me. I think I want to change the wall in the background before I send it out to press.
Yeah.
It just don't look wall enough for me. So,
did you see the one I sent you, the AI one?
Yeah, I did see that one. Yeah, I just don't think that they could put that together.
Glenn usually asks me to send them some like AI like printed artwork. So I did that. I did that on a wall. It showed like Mexico, and that was on the wall. That
Yeah.
no trap. Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Anyway, the coin I've been designing this since we've been in this border conflict.
Oh man, how many times have you been designing that thing for?
It broke the damn mold. It broke the mold.
He just wants the knife to come off.
He said only $70 and we broke the mold. It'll be here in April. I'm like, what? So yeah, that's the one I'm working on right now. And if it ever gets, maybe they might just be taking my money every week. I don't know, but that's the one that I'm going out with. So we like to design and play. So if you have an idea for anything in your head, Joe, look Matt up. Because
I might actually take you up on that because I would like to have a custom coin made. That would be really cool.
Yeah, he's really badass at it, and he can do the designs in no time at all, and plus they're really cool. So I think Matt pretty much helped me with the bladed one, the one with the star. This one, the one that they told me was too intricate to be made into a coin. I still don't get it.
Yeah,
it's too delicate. They said.
Well, because it looks, it's hard. So when you're designing challenge coins, Joe, and you're showing stuff like that, look at it as like not a 2-dimensional, it's a 3-dimensional, right? So just looking at that, it looks like the knife is really thin, right? It doesn't really convey. You want something to detach from it. So the Deadpool one that I showed you, right? Like it took me forever. Like it takes forever to get them on the page of what you want them to do. A lot of times, these coins are made overseas. It's all made overseas. There's no factories in the U.S. They make them faster, quicker. They make doing it longer than all of us. So you have to be very, very specific on what kind of details you ask for, because you will get something completely different. And I think that's what happened with Glenn. I'm not gonna pull the patch out, but the time he's asked something, it was something else that he got, and not specifically what he wanted. This is what happens in the patch of the coin field. You have to be very specific on what you ask for. So
Yeah.
it happens.
And sometimes if you're so specific, they'll actually give you something that is so specifically the opposite direction.
I just want a Pickle Rick coin. That's what I want. Nobody watch Rick and Morty? No.
Oh yeah,
I want a Pickle Rick coin.
Rick and man, don't give me ideas. I'll be spinning all kind of stuff out. Pickle Rick coin, one that opens up to something else. Man,
exactly. A Pickle Rick challenge coin.
A Pickle Rick USB drive.
There you go. Matt can accept that challenge. But yeah, we don't want to take up all your night. I'm sure you got stuff to do. So we'll let you get out of here. But you're welcome here anytime, man. Feel free to add any of these. Well, I shouldn't say that, but feel free to add any of these guys if you want as friends. And I know you wanted to get the coin from Corey and make friends with Matt and try and get some of his stuff too. So please do. And reach out to any of us at any time. So Andy talks too much up there, so you got to watch out for him. He's the shy one. One of these days, I'm going to get him to talk on one of these shows. So.
Okay, let me know when.
Yeah, okay.
So Joe, just if you're interested, I have a website. I'm technically not using it at this time, but it's there for show. It's luminarysd.com.
Okay.
It showcases all my coins and stuff too. But I do that on the side, and then like Corey, I like to dip into other things too. So I also do laser engraving on the side. Other things besides the challenge coins. But yeah. Hey, Glenn, while we're talking, look, I just pulled an AI.
Oh. That's great.
Man. I said, I have a line clawing in a pickle. That's what the game of. I love that.
That's outstanding.
Oh man. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Joe. If you ever want to know about AI, hit me up. I'll tell you all about AI and how.
Thank you very much. Yeah. It's
insane what
it's
guys
been a real.
I wish I had when I was in high school. You can sit over here doing like homework and stuff like, hey, tell me what this equation is. Here you go. Here's your answer.
Absolutely.
Write 1,000-word essay for me. Go. What was this when I was young?
Yeah.
It's fun.
Well, it is. Yeah. It's been just a pleasure to share this time with you folks, and to share with everyone listening. And I just hope that folks who listen this long, might be interested. Go out and get the book, The Broken Mirror of Memory, on Amazon. I'd really appreciate it. It really is my soul you're getting, and like I said, right now you're getting it for 25 cents on the dollar. So it's basically at cost. So it's as close to cost as I could make it, and I just want to get the story out there so folks aren't forgotten, and so that the fallen aren't forgotten. So thank you very much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, thank you for your service. I appreciate it. Andy, did you have anything you wanted to ask or anything you wanted to say before Joe got out of here?
Not that I can think of.
All right, well, we're going to harass Andy now that you're gone, Joe. We'll harass him.
Sounds good.
One time in Soul Call and harass him. Joe, I got a copy of your book I still am working on. You just wouldn't believe how busy a person can be when they're actually not fully working all the time. So it's crazy. So, but yeah, and I'll hit you up here soon so we can talk about some other stuff. So,
okay, sounds good. I look forward to it. Thank you again, and y'all have a great night. And everybody listening, be humble, be kind, and most importantly, just be at peace.
Thank you, Joe, and thank you again for your service. So Andy, you were too quiet. We're gonna have to beat you now.
Yeah, I know.
Andy's
Go ahead.
turn. Get him.
Area. No, I meant to move that there.
What's
So
up?
that
Wait, hold on. Let's talk about the bigger problem. What's going on with Cordy over here? Cordy, phone your laptop again. What's up, man?
What's going
Oh,
on?
yeah.
Well, I don't. My kid's got his laptop, so I didn't have time to jump on that. So I'm on my phone.
You have to get that duty belt out and slap him down and tell him who's boss. So
Yeah, right. He's been working out lately, so I don't know.
he might take you.
Well, he's flexing his muscles and he's trying to make me flinch, but it hasn't worked yet. But I got to watch my P's and Q's. So
Good check after him.
yeah, right, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, where's
Yeah,
Chuck?
where's Chuck, by the way?
Chuck's a busy man. Tonight is his grandparents' like 65th wedding anniversary, so he had to have supper with them tonight, I guess. And yeah, he's been tied up with. And he's got 4 kids, and so he's busy with sports and a bunch of other stuff going on, so and work and everything else. So hopefully well, I'm not even going to promise you. I'm hoping he'll be here next Friday. I don't know. I can't quote you. I can't quote you. I'll be calling myself a liar if I say he's going to be here. I don't know.
As long as he knows we miss him, so we enjoy having him on. So
yeah, no, he knows. He knows. He was kind of bummed too. He won.
Hey, Glenn, did you for our coins? Are you do we have like all of them yet, or are they still en route, or what's going on?
no, they all came, and that was one of the things I wanted to work out how we wanted to distribute them. So yeah, I mean, obviously you guys paid for them, so yeah. And then I was going to talk to you. I talked to the Thin Line Rock Station. I'm sure you guys know as much as I pimp myself. I'm on there Tuesdays and Thursdays soon to 1400 Eastern. I talked to them about maybe we could have some kind of giveaway, and like if people listen to our show and we gave them a secret number or something, and they called in live during the other show and knew that number when I asked for it, they won a coin. So I was going to run that by you guys to see if you were interested. I think it would be good to get promotion up on both sides. And I'm still working on the t-shirts from the Thin Line Rock Station for all of us. They are doing a new design, so as soon as I get them, I will get them to ship them out to you guys. So I think that's going to be our first official sponsor. So
tell us about this. Tell us about this new broadcast you got going on.
Well, and so Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's just they allow me to go on and spin some records and say a bunch of stupid stuff, and that's pretty much it. It's it's a lot of fun. I thought when I first started, I was going to be like really nervous and scared, but the hardest part was learning how everything syncs. Because, when one song's coming out, you don't want to talk during the middle of, whatever. And then when you go to start the other song, you got to know your timing on the other end. So it was kind of a trick to learn the timing part. But once I got that down and the software down, it wasn't really that bad. And now they've upgraded my security where I can either add more or less of myself. I had a cold last week, so there was less of me because I was like, "This is Lady Gaga," so it didn't sound that great. There was less of me last week, but they upgraded my security to do that, and then this week they upgraded my security to where I could change songs. So,
oh man,
I'm gonna have to play with that a little bit. I gotta say, and the program director, he has a great sense of humor. He heard on, I don't know if it was on this show or one of my other shows, he heard me say that I couldn't name one Taylor Swift song. We put like 3 of them in the lineup. I'm like, what is this? And so the other day he called me and goes, "Hey, can you name a Taylor Swift song? I'm like, yeah.
That come by you, didn't it?
Oh yeah. And then I made a comment about a song. I can't remember what song it was. When he comes out of it, the guy sounds like he's talking on a walkie-talkie. That reminds me of the old C.W. McCoy Convoy song, which I don't know if you guys remember, but it was like from a 1977 movie where that was what the guy sung. It was Convoy. It was a great country and western hit back in the day. And that was in my lineup last week. So, yeah. Yeah, they got a great sense of humor, and they're a bunch of good guys over there. So, yeah, I'm excited for us to be partnering with them, and they're excited to be working with us too. So,
Awesome.
Yeah, he told me to, pimp us as much as we want. So every chance I get from noon to 2, I'm talking about, come on over and watch the Grand Guardian Gang. So
maybe we should start getting our own swag too. Maybe we should get t-shirts.
we could do that. Currently we can do
coins, of course.
Yeah, we could do it actually right now. Well, I'm switching from Streamlabs. I'm not 100%. I'm like 90% sure I am. Although I haven't noticed the popping as much tonight. It's still there, but it's not as much as it was.
Oh, come on. She already called in. Come on now.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I mean, she could still call in. That would transfer over to Restream. So, yeah, setting up a new studio I thought wasn't going to be that big of a deal. But I've had this one for a year, and I've got all the buttons like where I want them, and all the layup like I got it. It's just not the same. I'm an old man. Yeah. Take me to Radio Shack. Get the kid to show me how to use this stuff. So
he said Radio Shack.
Exactly.
Oh, man. Hey, brother.
It's true though. We're creatures of habit. When we find something you like it.
This is true. Yeah, it's true.
So, and next month I'll be at the Coin and Patch show, and if y'all want, I will sell stuff for you.
Tell us about that thing.
That is, let's see. Let me pull up the picture so I don't get the wording wrong.
Where's it at again?
Tallahassee. It's in Tallahassee, Florida. It's at the state police. Well, I guess they call it their training barracks or whatever. It's like where the headquarters. It's where they train all the state police officers. They have all the state sworn classes and stuff for PD. I don't know if they have like ours is combined here in Georgia. I don't know if theirs is combined, but yeah, it's hold on.
Is it only police coins or is it everybody's coins?
No, it's Patch and Coin Show. That's the way that here. I'll show you the advertisement for it so that you can see. Show on street. There we go. So yeah, it's the first one that they've ever had. It's presented by a company that makes patches and coins as well. Actually, I think they make badges, naps and donuts. It's the first Southern State Patch and Coin show. So it's not just police, but they will have a special coin for a fallen officer in the line of duty that they're raising money for. So, or for, I guess, for his family.
So you got a table reserved?
Yeah, I went ahead and got a table, and I'm just gonna take my stuff. They had one in Georgia that I went to. This one is April 27th. It's in Havana, Florida, which is just kind of northwest of Tallahassee, not too far from the Georgia state line. They had one in Georgia that I went to last year, maybe the year before. It wasn't very big, but what I found there was just a bunch of great guys and gals to hang out, and I ended up buying and trading more stuff than I actually sold stuff. So it was kind of cool. So, I mean, you're just meeting people from different parts of the country.
Yeah. But their coins are pretty cool though, yeah?
Oh, yeah. They had, at the one that I went to, they had a guy who had, it was a state police officers, troopers, coin set, one from every state. And then he started going back and getting ones that were Star Wars themed from the state police department. I didn't realize that was a thing.
Oh, that's
And
crazy.
there was like a couple that I was like, oh, I gotta have that one. My brother was with me. He said, you're spending more money than you're gonna make here. I'm like, yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the military does that too, but we have these Chief Pride events that they host down in San Diego. Same thing. It just is basically a free for all for just coins. You just buy them all out. I wish I could attend one of those things, but yeah, I wish they'd do more of that stuff around here. That'd be nice.
There's actually a whole association that has these patch and coin shows across the country. So I'm sure there's probably one somewhere out. I know they're having one up in Virginia by where one of my friends lives, and I may go visit him. And I don't know if I'll buy a table, but just go to it. Actually, they're having one up by Andy in Pennsylvania. I think at Harrisburg coming up too in the fall.
Oh, cool.
Is it like a team of people that just go around, or is it?
No, you could have
places.
Well, it's a Facebook group, but you could have your own. You know, like if Corey wanted to set one up for his part of the world for, you know, law enforcement and fire stuff or whatever. Yeah. It's a good fundraiser. I think the one that we had last year in Georgia, I think the funds went to a injured state trooper that they raised. So it's like, I think tables were like $25 for it, and the money went to the family, and then they had a barbecue and stuff while they were there, and they cooked and stuff, and the money from the food was all donated, and the money for the sale went to stuff like that. So,
okay,
yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll keep my eyes on. If I see one in any part of your all's world, I'll let you know. Because
yeah, I'm out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, yeah, you're out there in a secret squirrel where they land all those planes and stuff that we don't know about. So,
not really. Not too much going on here. It's pretty dry. All we get is dust devils.
Is it still snowing where Corey?
Yeah. So we're supposed to get between 6 and 9 inches starting tomorrow and ending Sunday night. So,
are you kidding me?
Not
it was
kidding.
80 here today. It was 80.
I've been outside at the police academy the last 3 days training with them, and it was 63 degrees, and I was outside all day. My head, like I actually got sunburnt on my head, my face, and it's supposed to snow tomorrow morning. Actually, we got some snow last night, but it melted. But supposed to get dumped on tomorrow morning starting. So,
jeez.
Yeah,
wow.
welcome to spring in Montana.
I got a job offer, Corey, over in Colorado Springs. They just got a whole heap of bunch of snow over the last weekend.
Yeah, have fun with that. Yeah.
But they're used to it though. Like snow, it's whatever. It's like rain. It's whatever.
It's beautiful country over there.
Yeah.
My son told me that I can't remember if it's tonight or tomorrow night. They're going to get over 1.5 feet in Vermont. Like, what is wrong with people? He's like,
crazy.
Yeah, we haven't melted yet. I'm like, just keep it up there.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting driving tomorrow. We got to go through a couple passes, so it'll be interesting. It happened to us last year too, at the same weekend. Going over there for the same fundraiser, we got dumped on last year too at the same time. It's ridiculous.
Wow. During summer though, what's your hottest day though? I mean, y'all don't get the real heat though.
We get a dry heat, and we can get 110 degrees, 115.
Oh, wow, that's hotter than Atlanta gets. So yeah,
it's a dry heat. Like there's zero humidity here, so here's the breeze sometimes.
Yeah, you miss the breeze.
Yeah. I don't care.
But we also are considered like the second or third windiest city in the United States.
Chicago.
Chicago's number one, I think. Yeah.
Chicago is number one. It's more cold in Chicago than it's more cold in Iceland. Screw Chicago,
Yeah,
man.
really.
I hate Chicago. Ugh. I was there for 3 months. I hated
Yeah, you integrate mistakes. Yeah,
it. Yeah, great mistakes.
that's
It's not up there anymore. Now they're down in Pensacola now, Glenn. Must be nice, huh?
Oh, no kidding. That's where I want to move to. Where I'll retire is Pensacola. I'm looking at a condo down there right now. I swear to God, no kidding. So.
Oh yeah.
Don't they have like hurricanes and stuff down there?
Nah,
Yeah,
not Pensacola. That's the armpit of Florida. You can dodge all this stuff.
Yeah, they're just called storms.
Keys, where you don't want to live in the Keys. The Key West is like pretty much just gonna die.
You can afford to live there.
Yeah. I was in Florida for
actually,
6 years actually. I'll never go back to Florida. I'm good.
The Keys are closer to Cuba than they are Walmart.
Yes. And the drive, it's like 8 hours to go from like the first one down to like the last one.
Yes,
It is. 8 hours driving. It's like literally like bridge, island.
Yep, I found that out the hard way.
Let's go visit mom. Nope, I'm not flying out here. I'm not driving out on the bridge, the ocean.
Yeah, I drove.
It's beautiful though.
I drove out there last summer, and I was like, we're just gonna cross over the pond. And there was a wreck on the bridge. Like 12 hours later, we finally got to Kansas.
No, man.
How many bridges are there? I asked some of the natives, I'm like, where do y'all go for groceries and stuff? He's like, way back there. I'm like, holy cow, it's like 100 miles.
Better start growing your own food.
There's no room. It's gorgeous, but there's no room. So, yeah. Well, if you move to Colorado Springs, you can send lots of pictures. It's beautiful, but you better get ready for the snow. So
Well, that's what they say, yeah. But gas is cheap over there, though. The housing's actually not too bad either.
yeah, the housing market's coming back down, I think. So, which is good.
Yeah, it just needs to crash again so we can all get better houses.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
Fallon's
Fallon's the worst out here. They like $300,000 for a shack. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
It's
wow.
insane. I don't know how people buy houses out here. It's horrible.
I'm up in Vermont where my son is. There's just hardly any houses for sale, and so they were all outrageous in price. But I wish the market would collapse so I could get a condo at like $50,000. So
right. Just hoping.
Of course, it'll be the size of a shoebox, but it's still in Florida.
Well, now you could get a whole house given to you from Amazon or something like that. What was that one service they offered? It was crazy. They like ship you a house you just put together yourself.
I haven't seen that. Yeah, Amazon, they deliver everything. So
yeah. Here's your house put together. Here you go. The future.
No, thank you. Andy, so what's been going on with you? You're too quiet. We got to at least get a few minutes out of you before we get out of here.
Oh,
Got
we're
4 minutes. Come on, Andy.
battling with in Shenandoah National Park, a 500-acre brush fire.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
A lot of crews from our county have been going over there. Mike's thinking about going over there tomorrow because they've been actually requesting civilians with pickup trucks, rakes, shovels, and leaf blowers to come help the firefighters. It's that bad. And they said if you have a four-wheeler, bring it.
That's crazy.
Well, I don't know if anybody's ever fought a forest fire before, but no thanks. Not interested. It's the hardest. It's the hardest job you will ever have. So my hat's off to those guys. I only had to battle a few of them in Tennessee. So
I think they said they have 360 firefighters on the scene.
Jeez.
Wow.
They've probably been there for a couple of days.
Mm-hmm. And they also made a post out too that if anybody can bring water or Gatorade, bring it because they're going through it like crazy.
Oh, I'm sure. Hopefully they'll get it extinguished. It's a huge memorial up there, so hopefully they'll get it out.
Then we had that big 4-story building fire last night.
Yeah, I saw that actually made national news here.
Did it?
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah, I saw the picture and I'm like, I know where that building is. Andy sent me that. So.
Yep. 10 minutes away from the house.
Was that your picture?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't take it. Somebody else did.
Okay. All
Mike
right.
actually was at that scene. He had the haul hose all the way up to the 4th floor of the building.
Yeah, I don't miss that either.
In full turnout gear.
Yep. Hot, sweaty, breathing air. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, and then of course they said the roof and the walls had rubber in them, so that was hard to distinguish.
Wonder why it had rubber. That's kind of
I don't
interesting.
know. It had a rubber roof.
Yeah, we had one like that, and I still don't think we cut through it. I think we just let it burn.
Yeah, that's what they foamed the inside and they left the outside of it burn.
Yeah, it's about the best you could do. I mean, because we were on top of one trying to cut it, and we went through like 4 or 5 circle saw blades. Hitting him with an axe was just impossible. So yeah, no. Finally, the chief's like, it'll burn through.
Yep.
It did.
Luckily, no civilians were hurt, but they did have a firefighter cut his hand, but he refused to go to the hospital.
Oh, good. Glad it wasn't too bad.
He just slapped his gloves back on and went back into the building.
Yep, that's a dumb fireman for you. So, been there, done that.
Exactly.
Well, Corey, since you joined us late, anything else new from you before we get out of here?
No, got nothing. Just same old, man.
Happy to be here. Oh,
Yeah. Criminals will be criminals.
Well, yeah. Yes, they will. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, next week, I don't know if I have a guest for us next week. I thought I did, but I don't think I do. Hold on. Let me pull a calendar up here real quick. I can't remember. I try and email it out to you guys so you know in advance, but I don't. Yeah, I don't think we have a guest next week. So if you know of someone that would like to come on, let me know. All right, it can just be us BSing. So maybe by then I'll have some pieces of my coin glued back together. So Jesus Christ. Yeah. It's too delicate to make. What is it? A damn egg? Jeez. It's intricate. You owe me $70 more. You're not going to get it on time. You broke it. Now I owe you more money. What the?
Sounds all right.
Yeah. I contacted Emily first. That's the one I'm sticking with.
You better, man.
I'm not playing anymore. So.
Yep.
I got 15 other people messaging me. You got new work? I got new coins. I got nothing.
We'll get it. Don't
Guys, I appreciate it. As always, we will see you soon. Tell Chuck that we missed him and come back. And,
I'll do that for sure.
Yeah, the other people in the group, Jason, we got to drag him back in here, and the other guy from Matt's friend that I've never met, so we got to get him in here.
Yep.
He's always busy, so yeah. But if y'all come up with guests, let me know next week. Until then, guys and gals, everybody have a safe week, and we'll talk soon.
Take care. Thanks.
Later.
Bye.
Yeah.